and welcome back to the spooky kitchen. It's me and good old Neens, our spooky kitchen mascot at this point. She's in her hammock or sling or whatever you want to call it. We're doing some late night cooking again. I feel like I say this every time. This is how I begin every single spooky kitchen video. I'm like, I'm gonna start filming early and get dinner going, and here we are, 9 o'clock. This happens every single time. So anyways, it's gonna be another late dinner. So tonight we're making some corn chowder. This is one of my favorite recipes, really all year round, because I feel like fall, winter, and spring, it's kind of cooler where I'm at here. So I love curling up on the couch with some soup and like on a chilly or gloomy day, and just, it's like my favorite thing ever. But also, I love it in the summer because you can get that fresh corn, like the side of the road corn. If you know, then you know. I feel like we talked about this last summer when we were out Halloween decor hunting, the fresh side of the road corn. I think I went on like a whole tangent about it. So what am I starting with? Oh, I was gonna get myself a beverage. Per usual, I gotta get my skeleton glass. Where are you? All right, so Neens decided, as I was in the middle of my spiel, that she didn't want to be a part of this anymore. So she's over on the couch now. My dogs like to get a little bit fussy. Demanding is more like it when I'm not in bed, when they want me in bed, which is right now. Anyways, before I get into this, I wanted to mention the sponsor for today's video. The sponsor of today's video is Bright Cellars, which I've mentioned in some of my other spooky kitchen videos. If you haven't heard of Bright Cellars is a monthly wine subscription service. And what you do is you go to the website, which I'll have a link down in the description box for you, where you can take a quiz. It's a super quick quiz. Asks really easy questions. You don't have to know anything about wine. Just asks you about some taste preferences, some juices that you like, or adult beverages that you like, or even little desserts or candy that you like. Then after you answer the questions, Bright Cellars chooses wines that are specific to your unique taste. So you know you'll get wines that you actually like. I like this part because it kind of takes out all of that work when I'm picking out wine, because I never know, like I like trying new things, but I don't know if I'm gonna like it. And I don't really want to buy it if I'm not gonna like it, you know what I mean? So anyways, after all of that, the wines are delivered straight to your door, so you don't even have to go anywhere. And in your box, you're gonna have your wines, but you're also gonna have these wine education cards, which I love these as well because I like a little guide. I like to know what it is I'm drinking. Each card represents the label on each wine bottle. And then on the back of the card, it says the name of the wine, the type of wine, the year, the flavor profile. So this time around, I got a Cabernet Sauvignon, a red blend, a Pinot Noir, a Pinotage, a Zinfandel, and a Tempranillo. And then after you drink your wines, you can rate your wines over on the Bright Cellars website. And then that way Bright Cellars can hone in even more on your specific taste. So then each box will get more and more sophisticated as you go on, and as it hones in even more on your palate. Anyways, Bright Cellars is offering 50% off your first 6-bottle box plus a bonus bottle. That's 7 bottles total. If you click on the link down in my description box, it'll send you straight to the quiz. You can get started and find out which wines have been selected for you. Anyways, I think I'm gonna go for the Pinot Noir. This is the Nihilist Wine Company. Just a simple black and white label, which you know I'm a sucker for a black and white aesthetic. So I'm going for this, and we're gonna try it out as we're cooking. There we go. Let's try this. Let's pour it in there. I love that sound. Smells good. Also, side note, when I was cleaning out my kitchen a couple weeks ago, I found this jack-o'-lantern wine stopper. I'm like, this is perfect for the spooky kitchen. Just a good old jack-o'-lantern wine stopper. I don't even know where I got that. Who knows, but I'm not mad at it. Okay, let me taste this first. Let's taste this. See if it's any good. Oh, that's really good. Oh man, I think it's that plum. I like the plum. Anyways, we're gonna start making this corn chowder, which I'm making this non-dairy, so this version is both vegan and gluten-free, but you can easily make it the usual way, just all the dairy. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start chopping up some stuff. I'm going in on this yellow onion. We're gonna go in, we're gonna chop it up, and I'm gonna try not to cut my fingers off, although I guess if any cooking show is gonna have someone cut their fingers off, I guess this would be the one, the spooky kitchen, right? I don't know if my dog is back in. All right, so Bailey, so I've mentioned before in some of my other videos that he's kind of to this point where he's really old. Does he want to go upstairs? I made you a bed. Come here. Anyways, so Bailey, where was it? So Bailey he's gonna be 16 next month. He's just old, he's an old boy. That's what we call him. But he's just pacing a lot, and it'll drive you crazy. I mean, I love my dogs more than anything. Like just the pitter patter non-stop back and forth. Anyways, I just ran all the way upstairs to take him upstairs, and he came all the way back down. He can go up half the stairs, but he can't go all the way up. So I have to help him go up the second flight. So here we are. I'm just trying to be a good dog mom. Anyways, moving on. I have 4 large golden, what kind of potatoes are these? Good old golden potatoes. I got 4, and I'm gonna cut them into cubes. And this is just gonna depend on your preference. So if you like, when you think of potato soup, like what, I know this is corn chowder, but just in general, if you like your chunks of potatoes larger, then cut them a little bit larger. And if you like them a little bit smaller, then cut them smaller. But just keep in mind that that might change how long you boil them for. So the smaller the cube, the shorter the boiling time. The larger the cube, the longer the boiling time. And that's my tip on that. I act like I know what I'm doing. As I'm waving around this knife, I'm like, ooh. I'm only speaking from experience because I straight up boiled small cubed potatoes for too long and they end up looking like absolute mush. I've definitely been there. I don't know, I guess I'm doing smaller cubes. I maybe switch off, I don't know what I do. Sometimes I end up, it just depends on what I'm doing that day. If I'm cutting larger cubes or smaller, and then I just adjust the boiling time from there. Anyways, just chopping up these potatoes. And do I have a bowl to put these in? What's going on? Ah! Potatoes down. It's all right. Oh my gosh. This, I literally have 4 potatoes on my floor right now. Oh God. Anyways, what are you guys up to? What's new? I feel like we need to catch up. We haven't talked in a while or hung out in a while. What are you guys doing? What are you watching? I know there's not been a whole lot going on. I mean, there was an Arctic blast here, basically. Like a whole polar vortex that was wild. I know other places got it too. So our garage just stopped working entirely. It got so cold. So my dad, okay, this was on Super Bowl day, and I don't really, I'm not normally such a huge fan that like, I would even be that bummed about it, but I was supposed to go over to my dad's and watch it with him, and that's what I was really bummed about. So anyways, my dad's like, well, why don't you go out your front door? Okay, well, my front door, it has a storm door that's always locked, so we never even worried about the key, but the previous owners lost the key to the front door. So we never had it and we never changed it. This is literally like the life of 2 Libras living in one house, this kind of stuff. We never changed the door handle. Like, just never thought of it. So my dad's like, all right, well, just go out your front door and I'll come pick you up. And I was like, well, here's the thing, Dad. I don't have the key. So he comes over with a freaking doorknob that he bought for his back door. Well, first he tried to come over and fix my garage, and we can't figure it out and we don't know what's wrong with it. So finally we give up on that, and then we just install this doorknob so I can go over to my dad's house and watch the Super Bowl. And by the way, I should have filmed it because watching us put a doorknob on was like a whole other source of entertainment. I had this flashlight shining in there trying to get a good angle, and we didn't read any directions, of course not. So we couldn't figure out this freaking doorknob. That's just how that went. Dad the Sagittarius. Oh, and by the way, during all of that, Dallas was at work because the garage opened for him, but it wouldn't open for me. All right, I'm gonna bring you over here. We're gonna start on the soup finally. And I gotta get my onions, my garlic, my potatoes. We're gonna bring them over here. Turn this on medium heat. And then we're gonna put some olive oil in there. I would say a tablespoon of olive oil. I don't measure it, but it's about a tablespoon, I think. We're gonna put in the onions, stir it around until they soften up. Stirring, and I wanna make sure that they're not sticking to the bottom or frying to death, getting burnt. I'm gonna add some garlic to this. And I use this minced garlic. It's called Spice World. People of the world, spice up your life. Oh wait, we're burning. We're talking about the Spice Girls, and now we're on fire. We put like 4 cloves of garlic in here. I like it extra flavorful. Putting in my vegetable broth. About 4 cups of vegetable broth in here. And I used this stuff here, this Better Than Bouillon, no chicken base. I love this stuff if you are vegetarian or vegan or whatnot, or if you can't have chicken for whatever reason or don't eat chicken. The no chicken base tastes just like chicken broth, but either way, this brand, all of them are so good. This is the best stuff ever. So I use that for my broth. So I'm bringing this to a boil, or I'm attempting to. It's moving at a snail's pace. I'm also gonna put my potatoes in there. I don't want that to splash on the lens. So put the potatoes in there. I'm gonna stir them around. Still trying to boil. Spice up your life. In the meantime, let me bring this camera over here because that's just boiling. It's not doing anything fancy. If you've watched my spooky kitchen videos before, you know I'm obsessed with everything and anything that has cashew cream in it. Like, if it can be made with cashew cream, I want it. Hold on, let me try this down. So I'm gonna be using a cashew cream-ish mixture. So I've been soaking these cashews overnight and I'm gonna drain them. Hold on, let me drain them real quick. And then 2 cups of the no chicken base bouillon. And then I'm gonna put them in my Vitamix and blend them up until they're smooth. But if you wanna use regular dairy, you can use half and half, which would make it really creamy. You can just use milk, or if you don't eat dairy, you don't have to use cashews and soak them yourself and do the whole thing. You could definitely use soy milk or almond milk. So I just put 1 cup of soaked cashews, and I did 2 cups of broth. Let's start this up. I'm just scraping down the sides so you don't get any gross chunks of cashews. You want it to be really smooth. Next up, I have some corn here. I have 2 cups of frozen corn. Oh, I got my flaked mashed potatoes. So I've mentioned this before that, oh, let me double check on this. That I use potato flakes instead of cornstarch or flour. Well, I can't have flour because I'm celiac, so can't have gluten. But if you'd rather use flour or cornstarch, you can either put the cornstarch in the mixture with the cashews, or you could do the flour part when you're doing the onions and garlic and stuff. So I like to add potato flakes, especially in like any sort of potato soup or even like a broccoli cheddar, any sort of soup that's got to get thick. Plus, I like the potato flakes because it doesn't take away from the flavor, which sometimes I feel like cornstarch can kind of take away from some of the flavor. So this prevents that, in my opinion, or my experience. All right, so once my potatoes are done, I'm gonna put in my corn, 2 cups of corn, and my milk mixture, my cashew cream mixture. I'm gonna pour that in. I'll stir this in. And then I'm gonna add salt and pepper. Salt. So salt and pepper. So then onion powder and garlic powder, just because. All right, we're gonna put some potato flakes in there, and I just start sprinkling them in. I didn't measure these. So I wanna say that's probably a half of a cup. And then you just want it to thicken up almost like it would if it had flour or cornstarch in there. And then just put as much in there until you get your desired consistency. And then Stir that up. So this is kind of what it looks like in there. It's thickened up nicely. Forgot to chop up, I wanted to chop up some green onions. So we're gonna do that. And I'm just doing the green part. And this is just gonna be my topping, so I'm not doing anything too crazy, just chopping it up real quick. Ladle this out into my spooky bowl. So here's our soup. I'm gonna put some green onions on the top. Oh, this is gonna be good. Wait, that's boiling. Got some sriracha in there. Some green onions going. Now my mouth is literally watering. It's officially time to try this. I am so excited. I'm so hungry. I'm so excited. Let's try this out. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's get a good bite. I should have called it a potato corn soup. I don't know what this is. But also the green onions and the sriracha together on top, it adds that spice, but also that flavor, that green onion flavor with the potatoes. It's so good. Maybe a little more sriracha even. No, that heat just hit. Oh, you have to make this, you guys. Hot. Nope. My nose running down my face. Ah! Spice up your life. This is clearing my sinuses. One of those soups that makes your insides just like tingle because it's so warm, if you know what I mean. Ah, it's so good. Okay. Anyways, that is it for this video. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you can give it a thumbs up. Say hey, ghoul, hey down in the comments because you know I love talking to you. Also, let me know if you try this. Take a picture, hashtag JadeTheLibra over on Instagram, or just tag me over on Instagram, whichever one, so I can see your concoction, whether it's in your stories or whatever. Also, don't forget, if you want to try Bright Cellars, you can get 50% off your first 6-bottle box, plus a bonus bottle if you click the link down in my description box and get started on the quiz. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.